Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a tutorial for the look you see right here. I have a backdrop, as you can see. Typically I like to film with natural lighting, so I hope you don't mind for this time. Let me know how you like it. Regardless, I just thought a nice blue background would go with these blue eyes, so I just kind of went with it. And I love how it turned out. I recreated my Instagram look that you guys requested for this tutorial. A lot of you wanted to see how I did this look, and it's using one of the new Natasha Denona holiday palettes. By far my favorite palette she has come out with so far. I would buy it just for this blue shade. That's how much I love it. I just fell in love with those palettes. So I had to do a look using it, and I highly recommend it, especially if you like what you see. There's nothing like this eyeshadow that I've tried. It is amazing. I'm so in love with it. So if you want to see how I created this look right here, the one that I posted on Instagram, then just keep watching. To begin, I'm going to start off with the Run Instant Firming Beauty Shot. I've been really loving this prior to makeup application because I feel like my makeup just glides on so nicely after using this. So I'm starting off with that, and then I'm going in with my Ren Perfect Canvas, which is their new facial primer. Been really enjoying this as well. I've been really into dropper type products like this, and this has been a great primer for my dry skin. So I'm just pressing that in the same way I did that Instant Firming Beauty Shot. And then for my foundation today, I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear foundation in NC40, and I've just been really enjoying this foundation. I find it makes my skin look poreless. It makes it look really nice, except on film I do find it gives somewhat of a flashback, so I look a little bit lighter than I actually am in person. I still felt like NC40 was a little too light for my skin, but I do feel like on camera it's making my face look a little bit more light than in person. So I'm trying to match my body. We're going to darken it up a bit by bronzing and such, so you're going to see how I'm going to make it work, even though it's a touch too light for my skin. The undertone is perfect, and that's really what matters, so we can make this foundation work. So now I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. Really enjoying this. I heard it was a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. I like this concealer, but I wouldn't say it's a dupe for Shape Tape. I do feel like it still has a little less coverage than Tarte Shape Tape, but it's still really good. So I'm using two of the concealers. One I felt was a little too dark, and I wanted a brighter look underneath my eyes, so I did go in with a lighter color, as you can see right there. And then I'm using my e.l.f. Beauty Sponge just to blend everything out. Also, my apologies for my voice in this video. I do have a cold. I'm fighting it off. I'm feeling a lot better, but I can still hear it in my nose. So apologies if you can hear that through the voiceover. But now I'm going in with my Chanel powder. This used to be one of my favorite powders of all time, and I used to use this to correct my foundation shades. So this is a little bit darker. I do find this darkens up my foundation. I believe it's B40, but I use this when I need to darken up my foundation. So that's what I'm doing right now to set that foundation in place, but also to help with the color. It's going to help deepen this a bit and match it better, but we're going to make it match even more once we do the bronzing. So now I'm going in to bake with my RCMA No Color Powder. I rarely do this baking technique because my eyes can be dry, but I'm going full on full face makeup today, and I wanted to put some powder underneath my eyes just in case I had any fallout, because I'm going to be using some new products and I wasn't sure if I was going to have any fallout. So we're going to just apply a generous amount of powder underneath the eyes and just let it sit there and bake. And I'm not going to be baking any other area of my face, just my under eye. Now I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Brow Kit. Been really loving this. I used to use the Benefit Browsings all the time, but this is such an affordable little kit. It's just as good as the Benefit one. And if you're looking for a powder product to fill in your brows, I would highly recommend this. For eyeshadow, I'm going to dip into this Ofra Must Have Mattes palette, and I'm going to show you exactly which colors I'm using. So I'm taking those two shades, just mixing them, and that's going to be my transition shade, and I'm just going to blend that through the crease. Next, I'm taking this gray tone and I'm going to buff this into my outer third of my eye just to deepen everything up. And I'm just going to go back and pack that on. I love how these shadows blend. I haven't had too much of a chance to play around with these shadows. I did a light makeup look once with it, but I'm really building up the colors, and I love how everything blends together. They don't wash into nothing, they don't go muddy, they just really hold their own, and they blend out really beautifully. So I really enjoyed using this palette, and I can't wait to play with more colors. Now taking this reddish brown shade, I'm going to use an even smaller brush and I'm going to pack that on the very outer corner of my eye. And this is going to make the shade turn this beautiful purpley color. And I just love the color combination and how it really blended everything out and the gradient that it made, especially when we're going to add that pop of icy blue to the lid. I just thought it was really pretty. Now for the star of the show, I'm taking the blue shade from the Natasha Denona palette, one of her holiday palettes, number 2, and it's called Icy Blue, which this whole look is based off of. I fell in love with this color. This isn't the first time I've used it. I am recreating that look you saw from Instagram, and just look at how beautiful that color goes on. I had to show you guys. I'm losing my voice. I'm so excited about this. But it blends out so beautifully, and I'm using a little less pressure on the outer corner so you can see that those colors we worked on in that outer third of our eye are going to peek through. So you don't want to put too much pigment on that outer portion of the eye. You do want to concentrate it on that forefront and then just kind of sweep everything out. I wanted to deepen things up even more, so I'm just going in with this black shade and a pencil brush again and just really concentrating this on that outer corner. I'm bringing it down kind of along the lower lash line and that outer portion of the eye and just really packing it on there. Then we're going to go back, make sure everything's blended around those edges. You can drag some down on your lower lash line, but we're going to work on that lower lash line after we've swept away that powder. Going to be doing some wing liner for this look. I've been back to doing wing liner. I go through stages and I'm in a wing liner stage. So I'm using this one from Shuamura and it's their collaboration with Super Mario. I've just been really liking it. It dries really nice and matte and it's super black. Then I'm going to curl my lashes with the Shuamura and Super Mario Brothers collection eyelash curler. It recently came to Sephora now, I saw, so you can buy it there now. Before it was only released on their website, but you can pick it up at Sephora now. And I love this eyelash curler because I'm a huge Super Mario fan, if you guys didn't know. Now I'm going on to my mascara. I'm using this one from Marcel and it's really good. I forgot how much I like this one, but I recently used it again and fell back in love. And now for my lashes, I'm using these Cocoa Lashes in Goddess, and I just think they really accentuate this look. These are one of my favorite pairs of lashes, and I haven't used them for a while, so I decided to use them for this look. And then for my waterline, I'm just using blue Eye Kohl, and this one's from NARS. It just released, I think, for their holiday collection, and it's really pretty. It's a darker blue, but still similar to that Icy Blue shade we used, just a little bit deeper, and I thought it really tied the look together. I also find blues really bring out my eyes. And then in the BH Cosmetics highlight palette, I'm using that blue shade. First, we want to sweep away that powder, and then I'm going back with the shade called Queen. It's Kween, and I love these highlight palettes. I did a whole video on them. They're very similar to the formulation of the Nicole Guerrero and Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight palette if you haven't checked them out yet, and they're very, very affordable. I love these, and I don't use them enough on my channel, but they're one of my favorites in my real life makeup. I always use these. And then I'm going into those shades we used in the crease and just buffing them underneath the eye just to work on that lower lash line. We just started off with a bigger brush, and then we really want to go and do some precise work using that reddish brown shade along the lower lash line with a pencil brush. Moving on to the face, I'm taking my Bareminerals Pro Contour Kit, and I've been enjoying this. It was in my favorites video, and I'm just using a combination of both the contour and the bronze shade because I felt like the bronze in itself was a little too warm for my skin. So I'm just mixing those up, bronzing up my face, and then I'm going to go in just with a little bit of the contour shade, and I'm going to contour my nose and the back portions of my cheekbones. For blush, I've been obsessed with these Makeup Forever Artist Face Colors. This is B302. It's so pretty. These go on so nicely. They're so soft and just silky. They blend in so beautifully and just give a really pretty finish to the skin. And then I recently picked up this Hourglass Ambient Metallic Strobing palette, and it's so pretty too. I would highly recommend this for the VIB sale. I got this during the Friends and Family sale. It was on my VIB wish list if you guys saw that video. Oh my goodness. It's one of my favorite highlight palettes. It's very metallic, but it doesn't accentuate texture or anything like that. I know it's pricey at $75 Canadian, but you guys, it's so pretty. And it's limited edition, so if you need any more convincing, seriously get it during the sale. Save that 20% because it's so pretty. For my lips, I'm going to be using Huda Beauty's Lip Contour in Bombshell. I'm just going to slightly overline my lips with that. And then I have a lipstick combo from XO Beauty, which is ShanXO's makeup line. I'm using Folocally, and that's the darker shade. I'm just going to lay that down first, and I wanted to lighten it up a bit. So I'm going in with Ubuntu and just lightening that up ever so slightly. And then to complete the look, I am going to be adding gloss, even though I absolutely love this combo on its own. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Plumping Gloss in Champagne Glam. You guys know my love for this gloss. It's so beautiful, and look at how plump and full it makes the lips, and it's only $5. So highly recommend that. And then I'm going to finish off the look with the Shu Uemura Setting Mist, and that's going to complete this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how you like the quality in the comments below. I think it turned out really great, and I'll see you guys in my next video.